What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, things are still very uncertain when it comes to public gatherings, and of course that means the future of cinema. Earlier releases this year, even smaller ones, and then of course bigger films like Black Widow, were not the benchmark return to theaters that huge companies like Disney were hoping to see, and because of that, we've had a couple of delays happen already. Yesterday, however, marked the beginning of two huge delays for the rest of the slate for Marvel this year. We had a moving of Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage from September to October, and then the announcement yesterday about Shang-Chi having a limited theatrical release and making its way to Disney Plus sooner than later. We're going to talk about that, as well as some other things that were said by Bob Chapek, the new president over at Disney, talking about what's going on with releases this year for Disney Plus, some change-ups to what we thought was coming. We're going to break down everything in this Disney's Investors Day call meeting, updates to the Marvel slate for 2021. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers. We've added an additional one to give away with the culmination of What If, also giving away those weekly subscriptions. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So following the very public disappointing box office for Black Widow and the lawsuit that followed from Scarlett Johansson, claiming that Disney violated her theatrical release only clause with a day and date, meaning it came out in theaters and on Premiere Access, they're going to do things a little differently with Shang-Chi. This coming again from Bob Chapek, the new president over at Disney, during an investors call yesterday. So this is as official as it gets. What he said about the Shang-Chi official theatrical release is this: it'll remain in theaters only for 45 days from its release, and is going to be what he called, quote, an experiment for them, which means after 45 days, it'll move to Premiere Access on Disney Plus as well. Even though he didn't announce the Premiere Access, I'm assuming it's not going to go to automatically available on Disney Plus for free. That would absolutely kill the box office, unless they hope that in those first 45 days, they're going to recoup all of the money basically that they would, and after that, it's a free-for-all. So while we don't have news on whether this will go behind a paywall immediately, we do know that it'll be hitting Disney Plus in 45 days. So if you yourself don't want to go to a theater yet, you don't feel safe, or wanted to wait until the Disney Plus release regardless, you'll only have to wait 45 days to do so. That's over 5 weeks at the box office, and we all know that after the first couple of weekends, and recently after the first weekend, there's a huge drop-off in ticket sales anyway. So I feel like maybe this is the right amount of time. Give them the 5 weeks they need to have all of the box office recoup that they can get, then run it on Disney Plus and catch everybody else there. Of course, you all have seen the news. The digital screeners that normally go off for these kind of things are not going out for Shang-Chi. To avoid the piracy that happened with Black Widow, we can only see it at a pre-screener in person. I'll actually be seeing Shang-Chi this upcoming Tuesday on the 17th before the press junket on the 18th. I won't be able to review it obviously until closer to when the film comes out, but we do know now for sure that Shang-Chi will be a theatrical release only. It's keeping with its release date, but will be up for 45 days before it moves to Disney Plus. Now, one other very interesting thing he mentioned as other shows coming on Disney Plus this year included Hawkeye and Boba Fett, but did not include Ms. Marvel. Now, when we had that huge Investors Day call reveal last December, and they showed us the entire slate, Ms. Marvel actually sort of looked like it was coming out before Hawkeye because of its place in the presentation. We also thought that we would be getting it at some point late this year with Hawkeye. However, now we know that What If will run for 9 episodes, taking us into October, and then from there, Hawkeye is scheduled to come out in early December. So we're really only going to have 2 or 3 weeks off, as we've had for the other series. There's not much time left this year to release 2 series. We had also heard a couple of days ago that the tie-in comic for Marvel was being delayed until the end of December for Ms. Marvel. That sort of makes sense then, that her show wouldn't come out to the following, say, February, March, somewhere in that time frame. Still plenty of Marvel to come, just that we'll only be getting Hawkeye as the last series on Disney Plus this year. We've also heard rumors that that'll tie into Spider-Man No Way Home. Can we please do a video without mentioning Spider-Man? But obviously, with all of these delays, with Venom coming yesterday, Shang-Chi now with this new announcement, there are a ton of questions on whether or not Sony is going to delay Spider-Man No Way Home. I know that people are going to be making content surrounding that for the coming months until we get one way or another certain word whether that's going to happen or not. I'm calling it now. I think it's definitely going to move. I think moving Venom was proof of that, and they'll probably kick it as far back as they can to say February. But remember, guys, No Way Home is going to lead into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So unless they plan on delaying both of those films, we're going to have to get it sooner than later. I just don't see, even with Christmas box offices the way that they've been historically in the past. Guys, if you don't know, it's a huge day to go to the movies on Christmas. I know that may sound weird to some of you, but it's tradition for a lot of families and in the US. I just don't see it with Spider-Man No Way Home coming out this December, as close as we are now with no trailer and all of these new announcements. But as it pertains to Disney Plus, there's still some other stuff coming up. November 12th apparently is going to be a huge day for cross promotion. We do expect some announcements coming on that day, as well as some announcements from Marvel Studios between now and the end of the year. As I made mention, San Diego Comic-Con 2019 was their huge announcement there, and although we went most of 2020 with the only announcements coming from Marvel Studios with delays and announcements still delaying their set, we still were able to get that huge announcement at the end of the year. It was during December, keeping in line with one huge announcement per year, except in between Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Obviously, you guys can see why. I still hope to get an announcement of new projects coming from them this year. We've heard that there's new stuff in the works, both in pre-production and going on over there, new franchise titles to be announced, even some rumors that Blade has gotten up and running. So I fully suspect something like that before the end of the year. But guys, do not hold your breath on Spider-Man No Way Home coming out on time. And if you were not planning on going to see Shang-Chi in the theaters, if you were just going to wait until Disney Plus, right now they've officially announced you'll only have to wait 45 days from its release in September, which means some point through the middle of October you'll be able to see it from the comfort of your own couch. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff again before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away 2 PlayStation 5s. The next one will be at 900,000 subscribers or the conclusion of What If, whatever happens first. So we've actually added one to the giveaway pool only because it's taken a little longer to get to 900,000 than I would have liked. If you want to be entered to win or for the weekly Disney Plus subscriptions, all the same rules will always apply for future giveaways as well. All you have to do, hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be randomly selected, then announced at end of videos the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me over on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Amazon, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires, with a couple of songs, including the one that you're hearing right here. Guys, hit me up on social media, drop in my DMs, say what's up. I've been trying to respond to as many of you as I can on there, here in the comments, over on my Twitch channel. I love interacting with you guys. You guys have some amazing feedback. I am all ears. I will see you live next week for the watch party, and I'll see you right here at the channel tomorrow. We'll be posting again real soon.